Alright, you guys. Now, the last lure I'm going to talk about has really been something very special. I kind of went over it a little more in detail in my other video. But again, the wobblehead, the G-Loomis wobblehead 11/16 ounce with the green pumpkin 10-inch worm. It's just, for me, throwing a big old shaky head, I catch them that way too. But I noticed when I started throwing the wobblehead, I think the way it lays on the bottom is what allows me to catch more fish. But again, I'm always looking for hard bottom, rocky points, and that's really where this bait's going to shine. If you're idling with your unit or side scan and you see some fish stacked up somewhere on a point or on the bottom on a road bed, caught them fishing road beds with this up at the state championship or the semi-national championship up at West Virginia on Stonewall Jackson Lake. I found a school of fish and was able to catch, I don't know, 4 fish on like 5 casts, and I left hoping I could go back and catch them again the following day, but they weren't there. But definitely, like I said, it is a great bait. It's a mix between finesse and power. I mean, you can power fish this. I mean, I can cover a lot of water with this. I'm casting my entire spool sometimes. I sling it out there across across a point, across a hump, across a hole, around the edges of holes. Anytime I start coming in contact with any type of hard bottom, that's where you want to stop for a minute and take your time and really work it over. And usually, if there's fish there, you're going to get bit pretty quickly. And it's worked great for me all summer, spring. I've caught fish on this in the wintertime, of course, and I can't wait to use it again this year. I'm really excited about this technique. I've been doing it for about 2 years now or so, but it's definitely something I've kept in my back pocket. I know some other people that throw it as well, but I mean, the key is just get out there with these lures and try a bunch of different things. Try things you don't normally do, or try things you hear about that you don't normally try and end up going and doing anyways. So, because I mean, I'll hear about techniques and I'm like, yeah, and then I just get stuck fishing my way. But this year it's been all about me just trying to figure out different ways to catch fish. When I go and practice, I never catch 100 fish in practice. I'll catch a couple doing one thing, and then I say, okay, let me go do something else. And I'm always looking for the next thing I can do. Just because when you go into a tournament, I felt that I want to have as many options as I can get. Sometimes I'm not as fortunate, and it comes down, I have like maybe one thing. Like basically at the semi-national championship, I really only had 1 or 2 things, but those things panned out for me, and there were areas that fish would reload. But again, I mean, this is just another technique that I've added to my arsenal, and it's been working. It's been doing wonders for me. It's caught many main key fish. Like I said, all these lures I have showed you have been tied on my rods all year. The only time they really come off is basically to put brand new line on my reels. But again, I'll throw that on my 7-foot, medium heavy G-Loomis rod over here, and then also with my cranking rod is a G-Loomis. It's a 7'1" medium moderate fast tip, so it's got a soft tip, but it's still got enough backbone where I can snap it through grass, snap it out of anything. Anytime it starts getting bogged down with something, I can snap out of it. And that is definitely the main thing. Like I said, when I'm fishing these crankbaits, I burn them. I burn them straight through the ground as hard as I can, as fast as I can. Occasionally, I will slow up if I'm not getting bit burning, but 90%, 95% of the time I'm fishing it as fast and as hard as I can. So, but that's a little more in detail on what I'm doing with these lures. And if you like this video, please give me a follow and a like. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Let me know, message me. Tell me if you want to see any other techniques. I got some techniques that I do with a buzzbait, things like that, and definitely on the frog too. So I appreciate it, guys.